My name's Katrina. I am a second grade school teacher at a very rural school. I'm a mother of 4 kids. When I grew up, I always thought about having kids. We had a big family, and there was always something going on. So I always kind of looked forward to that. When we first started thinking that I might be pregnant, I was 18. My boyfriend and I were sharing an apartment with another couple. Just started feeling really sick. Just started thinking about, maybe we should get this checked out. And so checked out the yellow pages, and we found a place similar to alternatives. And we called up and they said, yeah, sure, come on down, we'll give you a test. You know, we had briefly touched on the subject of children. We both had said that we wanted children, in the future, As we kept talking about it, as the date for the appointment got closer, we began to, would we want to go ahead with this? Would we not want to go ahead with this? By the time that we went into that appointment, though, I think, we were thinking we would probably do it. We would probably keep the baby if I was pregnant. I was happy, but then I was also nervous. And it's just a scary thing when you think about the finances that come into play. And so it's just a lot. It's a lot of things rushing at you, just kind of like a train. They're rushing at you pretty quickly, and you're just trying to stay calm, trying to stay calm in it. One of the things that was important to me, that really helped me, was how encouraging they were. From the get-go, they were like, hey, we'll be right here with you. We can do an ultrasound. We can help you with baby clothes. They were so very helpful. They even met with each of us separately and just kind of encouraged us and built us up. And, were there any problems? Did we need, any kind of assistance? And then they would lead us to that, well, here's a resource for you, and here's a resource for you, which was awesome at that time because we didn't know, it's our first child. We didn't know that there were extra services available, that there was help for us that we could turn to. And I think knowing those things helped us be a little bit more committed to the fact that we were going to keep this baby. It is 100% normal to be fearful. It's 100% normal to have a lot of doubts and a lot of questions along the way. But it's also good to know, especially when you come into a place like that there are people there that support you. So even if you don't have a family that's going to support you, there are other people that can be like your family, so to speak, that are going to encourage you, going to help you, going to point you in the right direction, and will listen to you anytime that you need someone to listen to you about what your cares and your concerns are. And maybe they'll even be able to give you advice. I did stay home for many years with my children, where I would only work part-time, or I would work the graveyard shift so that my husband could work the day shift. And so then that way we always had someone at home. And then as the kids began to get older, I had less, more of them were in school. I started saying, hey, what would I like to do? I went ahead and started doing a daycare because one thing that I was certain of is that I loved working with kids. So I started thinking about, as they were growing up and getting off into school, and I was like, well, what can I do now? I had one more that was still at home with me, and I started to go back to school. So it took a while, but I did go back to school and finished my degree and became a teacher. I think sometimes we think that our story might be insignificant. I certainly know that I felt that way in my life. And the thing is that it might be important to one person. And not only that, but not only is your story not insignificant, there are people out there who care, who want to help, and who will take and walk that walk with you. Speaking from experience.